All right, so we're back in our workspace setup, and now we're going to talk about the source panel, which is this panel right here, which is where you're mostly going to look at clips. Right now, I don't have any clip double-clicked and selected, so it won't, and there's nothing showing in there right now, so let's just randomly select this one. And let's take a look at some of the things that we can do with this window. So right now, this is telling me the source clip is probably shot in April 19th, 2018. It's boxing. This is just how the photographer, the videographer named this thing. I'm not sure if this is clip number 16 or, scene, take 15, scene 6, something like that, and it's an MP4 clip. If I wanted to close out of this clip, these have to do with the panel, which you don't have to worry about that right now, but if you'll want to close it, you can hit that, and it will give you that blank panel again. We don't want to do that, though. Anything else in here? Not necessarily. Okay, so effect control, excuse me, effect control will only come into play once you pull that clip into the timeline, so we'll come back to that. Audio clip mixer, this is if you're doing some special audio, editing with this clip. What else is over here? This is the metadata. Wow, look at all this info that I didn't even know they had. Wow, okay, but not necessarily important for us, but, just so you know that that's there. What's in the overflow panel? Nothing. Okay, so let's go back to more of the basics. So you've got this clip. It's the guy doing push-ups. And you notice I've hit the play head, and it's just playing just like a tape recorder or a VCR. And it should stop at the end of the clip. Oh, no, it's on a loop. Let's see if it keeps looping. I guess that's just kind of automatic because whatever. Anyway, so the cool thing about having this playhead is that you can, I think we already talked about that. You can select like the exact part of the clip you want, do a little of your editing before you pull it into the sequence, right? And so maybe I want to start like here, so I'm going to hit I, that's this guy, mark in, let it play for a couple seconds. He's kind of in slow motion, isn't he? Right, and maybe we want to start with that as our out. Let's just say that we're happy with this. Is there any audio on this? Yes, there is. All right, so here are your options with this. If I only want the video, I'm going to put my little hand tool on that clip icon and pull down just the audio, just the video. If I want to just pull the audio for some reason, then I'm going to pull only the audio. If I want them both together, I'm going to grab the within the clip here, and it will bring them both. All right, so now here we are seeing it on the timeline. That means if I look at effect controls, if I select this and then look at effect controls, it's going to tell me what's happening with this clip on the timeline. It's going to tell me the position, and I can move the position around a little bit. I can move it up and down. I can scale it up a little if I wanted to, if it's like a really great clip that maybe I want to just get a little bit closer. I wouldn't recommend like doing too much crazy changing of size and whatever. And by the way, if I want to change the revert back to my original clip, I just hit this FX thing, and or over here. So the effects, if I want to see like before and after, I'll hit this little FX thing, and if I want to revert to what was originally the setting when I brought the clip in, I'll hit that reset parameter. These will come into play as you start to learn about keyframing. Just want you to know they're there for right now. We've got like some opacity changes, blend modes, speed, audio controls. So that's what's happening kind of behind the behind the scenes of the clip in the source window. Anything else that we want to think about? Right now, this is a half resolution playback. That's fine. It just kind of doesn't make your computer work quite as hard. And the settings wise, you can change some of these same parameters that are available up through here with your little wrench. I just tend to do it here. It's easier to see. We've got our marker. So if I want to mark right where he's at his fullest down point, I'm going to hit that M or marker and see how it appears here in the timeline. With the in out we already talked to. If you want to go to in, you push there. If you want to go to out, you push there. Step back one frame, or you can do a couple if you're trying to make a really tight little edit that you need to really be exacting on. This is the play. This steps forward a couple of frames. These I don't use over here except maybe for the still. Like if I saw something that I thought was like a great still, like, oh, let's say right there, I think, oh, I'm going to use that as part of the marketing for this film. I'm going to hit my little export frame. I'm going to write something like push-ups, let's just say push-ups guy. Where's it going to go? We need to tell it where to go, so I'm going to browse and probably put it in we don't want it in the storyboard stills for the furnace because that's not this project. So we'll go to MCC, class 7A, panel setups. Let's put it in the graphics, choose. All right, and then I hit OK, and it's going to give me a still that is from this clip. All right, anything else? These are more commands that you can put in here that I don't know that we necessarily want to worry about those too much, but just they're on both the source and the program panels. All right, let's stop here and then we'll go on to the program panel.